Good morning, Tuesday. All right, let's move back on today. Amazon flash briefing.
Jamie, here's your flash briefing. In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. The conflict in Israel is deepening. Israelis are being evacuated from a northern town on the Lebanese border after missile fire wounded civilians. The U.S. has also announced a plan for relief aid to enter Gaza, which is facing a worsening humanitarian crisis. NPR's Daniel Estrin reports from Tel Aviv.
Israel says anti-tank missile fire from Lebanon hit the Israeli border town of Metula, causing injuries. Civilians are being evacuated from Israeli towns along the Lebanese border where Israeli troops have been deployed. Israeli media claimed Hezbollah in Lebanon was responsible. Israel's army is warning Lebanon not to enter the ongoing Hamas-Israel war. Israel estimates around 600,000 Palestinians, more than half of Gaza's population, followed Israel's evacuation orders and fled to southern Gaza. And in southern Gaza, Israel bombed new targets, causing large casualties. The U.S. announced Israel will allow humanitarian aid into Gaza. The territory is facing a dire shortage of electricity, food, water, medicine, and fuel. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
The White House says President Biden will emphasize relief aid to Gaza when he arrives in Israel tomorrow. White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby told MSNBC the president is visiting to underscore U.S. support for Israel.
Making sure that he continues to send a strong signal of support to Israel, obviously, as they continue to defend themselves. And he'll get a briefing from Prime Minister Netanyahu and Israeli officials about how things are going on the ground and where they think things are going in the future.
After he visits Israel, President Biden will travel to Amman. He'll meet Jordan's king, Egypt's president, and the head of the Palestinian Authority based in the West Bank.
They'd rather meet
the House of
anyone but him.
Representatives will vote today to
reals.
elect a new speaker. NPR's Deirdre Walsh reports Ohio Republican Congressman Jim Jordan is working the phones to get the votes for the speaker's gavel.
Then again, maybe
Congressman
not.
Jordan was
It gives
nominated
away all our
by
money.
the House GOP
Maybe
on
they
Friday,
expect they can
but
get
has
some out
faced
of
some
it.
resistance from some colleagues who backed other candidates for speaker. He's been meeting with holdouts and told reporters he's confident.
I feel real good about the momentum we have, and I think we're real close.
Jordan gained a national profile defending former President Trump during his first impeachment. He was
No,
part of a
imagine
group
everybody
of
wanted to meet
far-right
with
House
Biden since he gives
Republicans
away all our
pushing to
money.
block the
Every country
certification
probably
of the
lining up.
2020 election results.
Yeah, that's me.
Democrats say he's a threat to democracy and are
Now
united
give me some of your
against his
tax
bid for
dollars.
Speaker. He'll need the votes of almost all House Republicans to win the full House vote. The chamber has been frozen for almost 2 weeks. No aid package for Israel or any other business can happen until a speaker is elected. Deirdre Walsh, NPR News, the Capitol.
On Wall Street, stocks are lower. The Dow
can't
Jones
aid both
Industrial
sides of the
Average
war.
is
Just
down
come on,
about
man,
30
just end the
points
war.
at 33,953. You're listening to NPR.
Look, Israel has a great
Former President
defense
Donald
system.
Trump is
The
attending
best in
his
the world.
civil fraud trial in New York.
Let them
He's
bank on
accused
that
of
and
falsely
quit
inflating
supplying
the value of some of his real estate
funding
properties
for
to get
other
better
weapons to
financing
attack.
from banks. Trump denies the allegations.
Let
Outside
them
the
be
court
defensive.
this morning, he again railed over the proceedings,
Stop the war.
calling them a witch hunt and politically motivated. Some farmers in New England say climate change is shifting seasonal trends for fruit trees. From New Hampshire Public Radio, Mara Hoplamazian has more.
A mid-May freeze wiped out hundreds of acres of apples across New Hampshire, right when trees were starting to bloom. Scientists say though not every damaging event is associated with climate change, with a warming atmosphere, fruit trees are waking up and
Lies.
blooming earlier, making them more vulnerable to cold snaps that still happen in spring. After a warm winter in Georgia, almost all the commercial peaches
Not
were
all
wiped
due to
out
climate
due to
change.
March
Since when?
frosts.
Since when?
And
When are
farmers
you
are
taking
trying
the
to
readings
adapt.
of global
Chuck Souther grows
warming?
fruit at Apple Hill Farm in Concord, New Hampshire. He says he's watching the seasons change.
You
Because
don't have to be,
the globe,
you know,
since like
a
medieval
scientist
times,
to
has gotten
figure out things
colder
are different right now.
Souther says while he's
by a few
optimistic
degrees.
about next year,
So where are you getting your
future
information?
farmers
Where are
at
you
Apple
measuring
Hill
it from?
may need to grow
Since when?
different crops. For NPR News, I'm Mara Hoplamazian in Concord, New Hampshire.
India's Supreme Court has rejected an
Everything is
appeal
not
to
due to climate
legalize
change.
same-sex marriage. In today's ruling, the Chief Justice says the issue must be put to India's lawmakers. The High Court also declined to recognize civil partnerships of same-sex couples. The Chief Justice urged Indian lawmakers to stop discrimination against the queer community. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News in Washington.
Of course, what
NASA
happened to them
News.
apple trees probably is.
Each year, researchers nationwide embark on journeys of discovery facilitated by funding from NASA's Space Technology Research Grants (STRG) program. They uncover innovations that benefit future research and their careers after graduation. In 2023, STRG hit a significant milestone, making its 1,000th award through the most recent cohort of NASA Space Technology Graduate Research Opportunity. Near-Earth objects, NEOs, are asteroids and comets that orbit the Sun like the planets, with orbits that come within 30 million miles of Earth's orbit. NASA established the
Ice Age, of
Planetary
course it's
Defense
gotten warmer
Coordination
since then.
Office, PDCO, to
It's
manage
got
the
colder
agency's
since
ongoing
medieval
efforts
times.
in
Yeah, that's
planetary
that thing I
defense,
missed.
which is the
It's
applied
gotten colder
planetary
since medieval
science to
times.
address the NEO impact hazard. 1.
Now, if you're
After
measuring
10
from a
months
mini
flying
ice
in
age, of course
space,
it's gonna be
NASA's
warm.
Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART, the world's first planetary defense technology demonstration, successfully impacted its asteroid target on Monday, September 26 at 7:14 p.m. EDT, as the world's first attempt to move an asteroid in space. Over the coming weeks, ground-based observatories around the world. The public is invited to celebrate International Observe the Moon Night on Saturday, October 21st, from 6 to 9 p.m. EDT, rain or shine, at NASA Goddard's Visitor Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. International Observe the
They
Moon
just lie
Night is
to
a
us
time
all
to
the
come
time.
together with fellow moon enthusiasts and curious people around the world.
There's no
The public-
global warming. The
Weather.
global has been
Right now in
cooling.
Seattle, it's
Since medieval
52
times.
degrees Fahrenheit with
Cooling.
mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has showers, with a high of 60 degrees and a
Amazon.
low of 40.
Off. Amazon, tell us a joke.
How did the hot chocolate get a car loan?
It didn't.
His mom had to Coco sign.
All right. Happy Tuesday, everyone.